Welcome to Zheqian. This is Yegor, and thanks to Fox News, I have a bunch of clips to share with you. Today we're looking at the video that was posted on Fox News on the May 6th, where the host interviewed the Hill reporter Joey Concha. The video casts doubt about the number of COVID-19 deaths in China. When compared with the figures in the USA, as a result, the video explicitly criticizes other media for being pro-China.
Any numbers coming out of China, whether it's Politico or most other news organization in this country, should not be reporting as absolute fact without a disclaimer saying we cannot verify this. Let me give you an example. China currently says, Brian, its death toll from COVID-19 is 4,633. Put that in perspective. That's about the same number as Michigan. It's about 60% less than me right here in New Jersey and what we're going through in this state. And it's about 5 times less than what we're seeing in New York. Does anybody believe that a virus that came out of China in Wuhan has that low of a death toll? No, but American news organizations continue to report it, Brian.
The story is that Politico compared the virus control measures that were taken in China and in the US and concluded that China did a better job. The China blame game from Fox News continues rather than questioning why the figures coming out of the New Jersey are high. Like always, Fox News strongly believe that they already know the virus originated in Wuhan. I successfully found some scientific verification that COVID-19 was found after a patient with no connections with China was tested in Europe more than a month earlier. Sadly, Fox News would rather hide the shortage of COVID-19 containment measures in the US, surely at a disservice to American audiences who would prefer more clarity. It's nothing but divisive language when we see Fox News claim that mortality figures lower than America's figures are fake. Let's take a closer look at these numbers. While the number has been increasing rapidly in the US and Europe, I ask myself, how is the virus so effectively contained around me here? First of all, self-organization within local communities to protect vulnerable groups. The host in the video states that
they stay locked down, physically push people into their apartments, arrested those who would stand up.
Physically pushed inside of their homes, which only serves to mischaracterize the version of events to their viewers as a beneficiary of an efficient quarantine process here in Beijing. I think one of the reasons that Chinese response was successful was that the government's decision-making and planning resonated with the general public, building a common understanding. Second, people heeded instructions from doctors who were fighting on the front line, following a scientific approach to voluntary self-isolation. If my own experience don't carry enough weight, let's compare New York and Hong Kong. With a similar population, similar numbers of visitors, yet different distances to China, Joe's logic suggests the infection numbers in Hong Kong must be untrue. What's more, the infection numbers in Singapore and in parts of Europe must also be untrue. Would the US like to set the standard for everything? Should the number of people that have been infected around the world follow the US standard too? I show you an alternative side of a story, a chance to think twice about Fox News claims.